The Smiths, Rusholme Ruffians. Yeah, we're gonna do that today. And somebody requested this a while ago, and I'm just going on the Smiths. So yeah, another Smiths track. Let's get into it. Let's go. I don't think this is a lyrics video, but I have lyrics on my other screen over there, whatever. So anyway, let's go.
The last night of the fair, by the big wheel generator, a boy is stabbed when his money is grabbed, and the air hangs heavy like a dull in wine. She is famous, she is funny, an engagement ring doesn't mean a thing to a mind consumed by brass and money. And though I walk home alone, I might walk home alone, but my faith in love is still too foul. The last night of the fair, from a seat on a whirling waltzer, the skirt has sent for watching eyes, a hideous trait on a mother's side. From a seat on a whirling waltzer, the skirt has sent for watching eyes, a hideous trait on a mother's side. And though I walk home alone, I walk home alone, but my faith in love is still divine. Then someone falls in love, and someone's beaten up, and the sense of being dulled are mine. And someone falls in love, and someone's beaten up, and the sense of being dulled are mine.
Dang.
And though I walk home alone, I might walk home alone, but my faith in love is still devout. This is the last night of the fair, and the grease in the hair of a speedway operator is all a tremulous heart requires. A schoolgirl is denied. She said, how quickly would I die if I jumped from the top of the parachute? This is the last night of the fair, and the grease in the hair of a speedway operator is all a tremulous heart requires. A schoolgirl is denied. She said, how quickly would I die if I jumped from the top of the parachute? So scratch my name on your arm with a fountain pen. This means you really love me. Scratch my name on your arm with a fountain pen. This means you really love me. And though I walk home alone, I just might walk home alone, but my faith in love is still devout. I might walk home alone, but my faith in love is still devout. I might walk home alone, but my faith in love is still devout.
All right, I guess that's it. So yeah, the Smiths, Rusholme Ruffians. Yeah, this song, I gotta say right off the bat, when I was listening to the song, uh, the music in the background, just the bass line and all that stuff, and just the rhythm, whatever, it just really reminded me of Elvis Presley song called "Marie's the Name," his latest flame. I had to look it up because I knew the lyrics of the song, but I couldn't remember the title. But yeah, that was so uh, like sounded so much alike. I just thought I don't know if Johnny Marr got like his idea from that song or what, but I just found a lot of the same consistency in both of the music, whatever, of both songs. So yeah, it was just that was one big thing that stood out to me, and I really like that too. And then also with Morrissey's voice, I really like how he, I guess how I don't know, just how he rhymes his lyrics basically, like which is not very I guess hard to do with like most singers rhyme whatever, but like I don't know, I just like how he pronounces the words I guess, which sounds kind of funny. But yeah, I don't know, I just like how he sings basically really, and then how he just gives out on his how he yells out some other words or whatever, but I can't really remember what he said now. But yeah, just how he goes off on certain words and just shows his chops, I guess. So yeah, I don't know, I just really like that. So looking here on the annotations and stuff. Wait, let's get to the bio first. So it says Rusholme Ruffians with Johnny Marr's rockabilly riff, which kind of goes along with the Elvis thing since Elvis was like kind of rockabilly as well. But yeah, that really stood out to me. Is about Manchester. It makes a city home of much history of British feminism, socialism, vegetarianism, and the Guardian. Sound exciting. A place where things happen. Who wouldn't want to be ruffian from Rusholme? So, yeah, I don't know what a ruffian is from Rusholme. I guess it's a British thing, I guess. And so yeah, I'm very intrigued here though. And looking at the annotations, with the last night of the fair, by the big wheel generator, a boy is stabbed and his money is grabbed, and the air hangs heavy like a dulling wine. So it says there's a book on all the Smith songs, and it says Morrissey borrowed freely from the pen of comedian Victoria Wood and hijacked her song 14 again for his own satirical purposes. What emerged was striking adaptation which Wood's humorously affectionate reminiscences are subverted into a threatening landscape where casual violence and the threat of romantic suicide are menacingly present. Blah, blah, blah. It goes on. Johnny Marr points out that the primary idea for the song was to capture the raw excitement of youths visiting Manchester. Morrissey also traveled back to his earlier memories in dramatizing the dazzling unpredictability of fairground life. As a child, I was literally educated on fairgrounds. He claimed it was the big event. It was why everybody was alive. On threadbare Manchester council estates, uh, once a year fairs would come around. It was a period of tremendous violence, hate, distress, high romance, and all the truly vital things in life. In Rusholme, it was the only thing people had. So yeah, I guess Rusholme was a place, I would guess. And so yeah, obviously, it talks about the fair there and how that comes like once a year and how it's just the big thing. And that I can relate to that with like how a fair comes around my place once a year and it's just a big to do. So anyway, going on. It says she is famous, she is funny. An engagement ring doesn't mean a thing to a mind consumed by brass money. And I don't know why, but when he said by Brass Money, I just thought of Brass Monkey by the Beastie Boys. But anyway, it says this random girl does not care for a person to love, only the love of the general public, maybe in money, and whoever she may be. So yeah, this is some annotations here, and then we go to the chorus, and it says, and though I walk home alone, I might walk home alone, but my faith and love is still devout." And how he saying the word devout as well is just showing off his chops, and it's very nice lines, I guess, about walking home alone. Even though he walks home alone, he still has faith and love, which is a theme in a lot of Smith songs and pretty much in Morrissey's life, I guess, since I've like looked at his life or his biography and stuff like that and seen what's gone on. And yeah, he has a hard time trying to find love and all this stuff. But from what things I've seen, he doesn't do himself much favors. But anyway, it says although he sees a lot of these horrible things around him and an engaged woman flashing everyone, etc., he still believes in love and thinks that writing his name on a girl's arm shows they love each other. So it's very kind of like teenage kind of thing. I don't know. That's what I get the feeling of writing your name on your arm and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. It's very, and especially with the fair stuff, it's very. You can tell how young they were. I guess when they wrote this. I guess I feel they must have been pretty young. But anyway, They're older now, obviously. So this is the verse 2. The last night of the fair, from a seat on a whirling waltzer, her skirt ascends for a watching eye. It's a hideous trait on her mother's side. From a seat on a whirling waltzer, her skirt ascends from a watching eye. It's a hideous trait on her mother's side. So it says a waltzer is a fairground ride that consists of a number of cars which are free to spin individually while rotating around a certain central point like a carousel. So it says on the ride, the girl has a bit of a wardrobe malfunction, and her skirt is uplifted, having a traumatizing effect on her mother, but no one else. They're just sickly happy to see the show. So yeah, very self-explanatory, I guess. And then we'll move on. Go down to the third verse. So it says, "Then someone falls in love, and someone's beaten up. Someone's beaten up, and the sense being dulled or mine, and someone's fallen in love, and someone's beaten up, and the senses being dulled or mine." So this is in a way, this is very similar to the Smiths song "How Soon Is Now," when he's watching other people fall in love, but it's not happening for him. So yeah, the whole thing of like Morrissey not finding love is a big thing here, which I don't know, I didn't really pick up on through the song, I guess, but like with the annotations here, as long as they're correct and stuff, I don't see anyone saying they're not here in the comments. But yeah, it's very I guess very consistent with their work with Morrissey's lyrics, and yeah, it's just man, the '80s man for Morrissey. I don't know. He probably could have had a lot of women or men or whatever. But I don't know what I don't know what his love life was like, but he's quite the character here. So yeah, that's yeah, that really tells me a lot about this song. And then with the How Soon Is Now, that's probably my favorite Smith song. So anything that's compared to How Soon Is Now must be pretty good. And the song was pretty good. It's very I really love the rhythm in it, and very catchy and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, moving on to the fourth verse. This is the last night of the fair, and the grease in the hair of a speedway operator is all a tremulous heart requires. So it says a speedway is just another name for a waltzer, for the aforementioned waltzer. So the waltzer said earlier, on a said ride, operator's greasy locks are what makes some poor teenage girl fancy him, possibly the schoolgirl in the next line. A schoolgirl is denied. She said, how quickly would I die if I jumped from the top of the parachutes. A girl is contemplating suicide at the fair, but asks for her audience's opinion on how much she would have to suffer if she leaped from the top of the parachute jump. So yeah, we get a little bleak here, a little graphic, which I'm not surprised. This is why I love the Smiths. I don't know. I love Morrissey's lyricism, and it just and then Mars guitar parts and everything. It just all goes together, and it's just like you don't even like just listening to the song. If you don't read the lyrics, you don't really realize what the song's kind of about, I guess. And it's just like there's some bleak moments, and it's just in such a upbeat kind of song. It's a it's a gift they had. So moving on, basically, that's pretty much it. And then we get to the bridge, and I think this is the last annotation that I have not gone through. So it says, despite the horror surrounding him, the protagonist still believes in love and believes that writing his name on a girl's arm shows they love each other. So again, with the whole writing your name on a girl's arm shows they love each other. And then somebody said, I don't know if it's a girl. And so yeah, there's some going back and forth here on the whole annotation. So I don't know. Yeah, basically, like I said, a girl, a boy, you never know. Either way, somebody is being loved, and Morrissey has not. Well, the protagonist in the song has not given up on love. So either way, yeah, I really like this song. Like I said, very upbeat. I love the bass line from Andy Rourke, and the drums were just kept going as well from Mike Joyce. I never really talked about those two, but yeah, they were part of the Smiths as well, and they should get their dues from me. So basically, I guess that's it. I feel a little tired, so I don't know if this seemed a little boring. I'm sorry, but yeah, this is the Smiths, and this was Rusholme Ruffians. I finally did it. This has been like on my list for like ever. So yeah, I finally did it, and I guess that's it. I will see you guys next time, and thanks for watching and liking and subscribing and commenting and all that stuff and requesting things is all well appreciated. And I'll see you later. All right.